Check in with retired teacher and former naval officer Richard Albero to honor his nephew Gary, who was a huge Yankees fan and perished in the 9/11 attacks. Richard wanted a unique way to raise funds for the Wounded Warrior Project while incorporating Gary's love for the Bronx Bombers. He decided to walk 1,200 miles all the way from George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa to Yankee Stadium right here in the Bronx. He is hoping to raise $25,000 through donations. He's already halfway here as he makes his way through North Carolina.
I always felt that you had to be a good example and show it as well. I'm an optimist at heart, so I'm really hoping for the best. My name is Richard Albero. I'm 65 years old, and I will be walking from Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, Florida, to Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. When I retired, I had a bucket list, and one of the things is I wanted to do a walk across country originally, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to put it together, but I was at a spring training game standing in front of George Steinbrenner's statue, and all of a sudden it hit me. Why not walk from Tampa to Yankee Stadium, being I love the Yankees, and somehow do it for a charity and also do it in memory of my nephew Gary, who unfortunately was involved in the 9/11 attack. Well, my nephew Gary always liked to do charity work. He sponsored a child that he met in his apartment house who didn't have a father and became like a big brother to him. And he loved the Yankees as well, and just a good kid with a good heart. I came up with the concept of naming each mile after a New York Yankee player, and I included every Yankee that ever wore a Yankee uniform, even if only for one day. As far as the walk, I'm starting at 15 miles a day, roughly 1,300 miles, I think, when you put it all together. Ideally, I would like to do it in 2.5 months, unless I make a long turn to Arkansas or somewhere. 100% of all money donated is going to the Wounded Warrior Project. So when you hit one of those tabs on my website, it immediately brings you to the Wounded Warrior site. I'm an ex-naval officer, Kings Point, United States Merchant Marine Academy graduate. Grew up during the Vietnam War. My heart just goes out to them, and I just thought this would be an organization that would be worthwhile doing it for, and they were willing to work with me as well. So it seems to be working out well.
Let me have you meet Joe.
So we'll see you in 3 months at Yankee Stadium.
I hope so. I hope so. I'm trying to get there in Memorial Day. Tied in really nice.
Very good. Richard is going to walk to New York City to raise money for Wounded Warriors. And his walk is going to start today. We're here to kind of kick it off with him. And so if I hear any complaints about conditioning, you can walk with Richard to New York. But that's what we're going to do today. And he lost a nephew in 9/11, and we think it's important that we cheer him on. So, Richard, go ahead.
Sounds like kind of corny. One small step for me, one great step for the Wounded Warrior, and for all the sacrifices they made for our great country. God bless them. Here I go, guys.